Hello. Today we'll be taking a look at the new functionality we've added for bounded fractional deposits. My name is Trey Botard. I'm a developer advocate at Atomic Financial. Let's get started. What exactly do we mean by bounded fractional deposits? When you enable fractional deposits for your end users, you may want to set boundaries around how much or how little these fractions of a deposit can be. For example, you may want to set a lower limit of $20 or a maximum of $5,000, or perhaps you just want to alert the user that the amount they are inputting will not meet the threshold for the benefits you are giving them for setting up direct deposit. Let's take a look at how you go about setting this up in the Atomic console. First, navigate to your console to the settings section, seen here. On the features page, you'll see a toggle for enabling fractional deposits. This is the first step you will need to take to enable this functionality for your users. Once fractional deposits is toggled on, scroll down to the newly enabled bounded fractional deposit section, seen here. In this section, you can configure both a minimum and/or a maximum amount for your users' deposits. You will see an enforced radio button on the right of each of these options. This will require your users to enter an amount which is higher than the minimum or less than the maximum. If this button is not checked, then you can still send a warning message to the user that they should input an amount which is greater or lesser than the required minimum or maximum. Okay, now that you've configured that as required, let's take a look at how you can customize the messaging which will display to your users should they step outside the bounds you've specified. Let's start by setting a minimum amount of $50 and a maximum amount of $10,000. We'll enforce the minimum. Next, you'll want to open your emulator. You can either use this link right here in the console, or you can scroll back up to the top and get there with the emulator link at the top. Once you're inside the emulator, navigate to the distribution setup screen. So we'll initialize, transact, go to the distribution setup screen, and this is where you will modify the verbiage. Let's start by navigating to that page inside of the emulator. Okay, so now we're going to want to specify a specific amount. Let's try adding $25. The amount selected is insufficient to proceed. This is the default error message for a bounded fractional minimum. Let's try 15,000. This is a warning message that the amount selected is higher than the maximum amount. You'll notice that you can still continue with this direct deposit switch if so desired. This is not a hard boundary, whereas $25 throws an error message and will not allow the user to proceed. One thing you can do is configure specific messaging. So for example, you may want to indicate to the user that the amount specified does not meet the requirements for your benefit program. So you'll at least need to do $200, which removes the error message and allows the user to continue as requested. Confirm. Okay, we have set up the direct deposit as required. Thank you for watching this video. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time.